No, this is just, I pulled this behind my van.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
you got a serious van then, eh?
Yeah, well, it's just a Chevy Express 2500.
Okay.
It's all low roof, but it's
like
she pulls it.
full on van.
Yeah.
What you call it.
No, man, it's just like regular Chevy Express van. Like it's extended, but that's about it. Like it's extended wheelbase, but the roof is low. It's not a huge box truck or anything.
Oh, that's sweet.
And it's only got a 4.8 liter engine in it.
Yeah.
But it's still towed. It's got 10,000 pound towing capacity. The Jeep clocks in just over
crazy
4.
You're towing the Jeep.
I know.
Funny, yeah.
I like doing crazy
cool,
shit.
That's awesome.
You never bloody know. Take the scrappies. There we go.
Rainy days don't seem so wet. Stormy nights don't stay. From the moment that we met, you were worth the wait. Oh, this could be the best thing that I'll ever know. Talk for hours and never slept. Two silhouettes on the corner steps. We watched the sun as it slowly crept.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am very excited. I got wood. And I got a nice little setup here with the solo stove going. And it is sort of gone back to winter around these parts today. It was beautiful when I rolled back into New Denver yesterday, but now it's just behaving like March in the mountains. So I started my day out at Silverton Building Supplies. I drew out a bunch of not schematics, let's say diagrams and measurements for what I would need. So essentially what you're looking at here is 2 pieces of 1/2 inch plywood, 4 feet by 8 feet, cut up into various shapes and sizes, as well as 4 2x2s and 3 4x2s. And all of this essentially will build the first pull-out drawer, the main support brace, beam, whatever, for the bed, and framework for the new wheel well boxes. If you missed the video a couple back, I tried to shorten the one wheel well box and it didn't work out so well. Not that it mattered. Actually, shortening it worked, but I forgot that the way I had built it ended up meaning that it wasn't going to work. So we will salvage what we can from this, like the gas strut and whatnot. But it's actually no love lost here with these wheel well boxes, because both this one and the one that still resides in Lucky, right over here, are very heavy. The wood that is used to sort of like turn them into a proper sealed box, and by sealed box I mean not sealed at all, but like can't get out, you're in. Most of it is MDF board, right? So the MDF up here, MDF there. And if you don't know, MDF is very heavy. So, like I said, no love lost getting those out of here. And to that extent, this one is coming out as well. So we'll salvage what we can from it. It doesn't have a gas strut. It does have a hinge, like a piano hinge. So maybe we'll get that, as well as the one from that box. So we have a whole bunch of stuff to work with. And I'm going to use the new 2x2s that I got there at Silverton Building Supplies. And in the very same fashion as the box where the electrical now lives, I'm going to build new boxes over to wheel wells that will be a lot lighter. And I'm actually toying with the idea of, once I put plywood on the outside of them, filling them with spray foam. Like I might even take the reflectants off and just fill the wheel well boxes with spray foam. Because the way that I'm gonna do my bed platform, I will not have access to those new boxes. So that's that plan. But as most things do with me, well, I'm building my new tiny home on wheels. Things can change. So this is our setup for today. We got a fire going. We're gonna need it. And I guess we should start by getting all of the wood out of grace. Pull out, as they say. Everybody just calm down. Don't forget to poke your fire. Poke it. Throw wood in. That probably was unnecessary. Just the tip is out. That's okay. One more piece. Keeper. This will also be good. It'll act like my furnace. If there's any little scrappy bits of wood that I don't need. Let me see if I can find an example. Watch this be the one piece that is the last piece I will need to finish Lucky. But as an example, no waste not, want not. Turn it back into ash. Okay. Well, guess we should get some light on the subject and pull some wood. All right. Give us some power. Where are we going to plug this into? We don't need that light right now. Oh, this one. There we go. And illuminate my life. Perfect. So I don't really know what my goal is going to be today. I knew I wanted to get all of the supplies. It's still not all of the supplies, but I wanted to get as many supplies as I could from the store because tomorrow is Sunday and they will be closed. Why is this floppy doppy? Tighten the knob. Hate it when my knob is loose. Okay, so today I don't know how much I'm gonna get done. Probably start with the support beam for the bed just so it's out of the way because I'm actually gonna have to make cuts on the 2x4s I bought. I didn't know the length and you'll kind of see that once I get it built. But just get it built, not get it anchored, and then maybe start on the wheel well boxes themselves because the bed frame is gonna move depending on how much distance the drawer slides add. And if you don't know, the drawer slides are sitting in my UPS box back in Calgary. We're off for there in 2 days. Okay.
I'm driving up north on the Trans-Canada Highway. The night is sweet, 1,000 stars. I'm driving up north on the Trans-Canada Highway. The night is sweet, 1,000 stars. Should I stay with you? I know. Should I stay for more? Should I stay with you? I know now. Don't want to leave anymore.
Okay, so progress. We got the new. So this is going to end up being the main support beam for the bed to support my entire bodice when I slumber. And I was thinking about different ways of doing it, and this is the best that I came up with. And so all I did was 2x4 on top, 56 inches. And instead of putting one more on the bottom in the same orientation, like flat like this, I just put two of them on either side, both 56 inches long, and did them up like this, attached to these. I had to make these cuts because I didn't know how much of a 2x4 this way I would need to make the total length to the top of this 12 inches, which is what that box is. Because those ones were built differently. Those were built with a bottom and a top, whereas this was just built with a top. It didn't want to be a bottom. Anyway, moving right along. And now the way I've done it like this is where the drawer slides are going to attach to, the 56 inches that are, in a mailbox in Calgary. We'll attach one here, and then once I get this box built, another 2x4, maybe not, oh God, I'm going to have to get more 2x4. Son of a So anyways, I'll have to get two more pieces of 2x4, 56 inches, and they'll attach to the wheel well boxes that I'm going to build, and that will be either side of the drawer slide. So this one here will be the main one. It'll be the 24-inch or 2-foot drawer, pulls out this way, and then this one, once I get this one sort of installed, it'll determine how big this one ends up being. Ya dig? All right, so now, gotta get that wheel well box out of there, and it's only attached on the inside here. I don't know how much you're gonna be able to see this horrific lighting. But right there, there's two screws going into the baseboards holding this whole box down. So let's remove it, shall we? Before I do that, it's so easy for me to get carried away and just do stuff, which is good. Like I got that done. That whole little support beam is complete now. But I start working and I don't take breaks. My back is a little sore right now. Not saying that this is going to cure my back, but it's definitely going to quench my thirst. All right, back at it. All right, you. Whoop, light down. Come here. Probably salvage some parts from this. You're free. Don't say no to nothing. What more do you need? Bye-bye, Lucky 1.0. There we go. Make sure nothing's burning. I was just getting so fed up with not having any lights in here and just using that one light and causing so much shadow. I figure I'm not doing the electrical right now, but it should be pretty easy to reattach the fuse box and get Lucky's house lights back. So I did it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get to this sooner rather than later. Oy vey. There, now I got all sorts of light to work in. Excellent. And I think what I'm gonna do, I'm getting so close to just calling it for today just because it's been a long day and it's kind of dragging on here, but I do wanna get a little bit more done. So I'm just gonna power through it. So this is what this is looking like right now, right? We got two clear wheel well boxes. We got 2x2s all over the place. Let's do something about that. And go. Hey, there she is. Now we got two new wheel well box frames. Still gotta face them on these sides, obviously. Probably those sides as well, maybe not so much there. And yeah, Looking good. This is actually probably going to live a little bit more over this way, if I'm being honest, because once I have another 56-inch 2x4 right here for the other drawer slide, that narrows it in to make this 24 inches, right? So this drawer is obviously going to be a lot more narrow. That might be a little overkill. It might be a little bit more like... obviously, I will measure when the time comes. But there we go. It's a pretty good look at Lucky's new bed frame. And after that, we just start laying some wood, as I do. I think I'm going to call it for tonight on the build. Get cleaned up here. I need to take my meds. Go inside, play with some pussy, and yeah, have a quiet evening. That's my plan. Oh, crap. I'm in the house. I'm in my pajama pants. And I was ready to just sort of like relax and enjoy the evening. And then I remembered that I pulled Lucky forward and there's actually space behind her now. So I could actually, in theory, paint something that I want to paint. I'm not going to be able to sleep unless I do this. So let's do it. Get the toque, get the jacket, let's go. Okay. Back out here. Ooh, I got to clear that off. So turn the light on. And you give me a minute. Yikes. Okay, that's definitely one thing I had more of last time I was doing Lucky's build. I had more surface area to put stuff. And now I'm kind of, this is it. All I have. I'm gonna need a knife. Lucky, give me your knives. Real handy camping table. Put this, that, even though the table is getting battered, might as well keep the white paint off of it. And yes, I said white paint. Ho ho ho! There we go. Shaky, shaky. Hope I remember to grab the right piece. Oh no, it's buried. Grace is really starting to smell like plywood. Okay. Put this here. Where's my tape measure? Did I just kick it into a... Oh, it's losing stuff. It's literally in my pocket. Okay, so my calculations are correct. This is 69. Yes, sir. And this is perfect. Okay, it's definitely the right piece of wood. And where did I put that rag? Oh, lovely. Dust it up. Yikes. Dust it off. Plywood I got is one side nice. Is how they like classify it. Let's make sure this is the nice side, I guess. Oh, you're the nice side. Hey, I even wrote on it, paint white. Look at me go. So very much like the first van build, we're not gonna put too much thought into this. We're just going to do it. And there's the first coat. I guess I could have gotten my little like paint applicator gun, but I think it's in the Thule, the one that I use when I'm spray painting Lucky, which I still have to get to. It's too cold and yuck to do that right now. So we're just gonna leave this to dry and take advantage of the fact that we've got the shelter and the van moved forward to do so. I may have to sand this if I want it to be smooth. That's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. How are you, Miss Sheba? Just had some dinner. Apparently, you need a brushing. I'll be right back. This is quite the brush, Sheba. I guess it's because you're a long-haired putty tat, huh? Hello. This one? You want this? Yeah. Oh, geez. Yes, Mom requested you get a brushing. They got delayed. There's, I mean, this by the time this video comes out, it will all have been passed, but crazy winter weather right now everywhere. Here in New Denver, it hasn't stopped snowing all day. In Calgary, it's snowing, coming down to beat the band, as they say. And my parents, or when my mom called me, my parents had to cut their traveling today short. They're in Utah. And the storm was so bad, the snow got so bad and crazy. It was blowing dirt all over the highway. Semis were going left, right, and every other which way. And I guess there was lightning and rain as well. What's going on? So anyways, they're stopped. And a brushing has been requested. You've got a crazy knot right here, you. How are we going to get rid of that? How are we going to get rid of that? I bet a bunch of people in the comments will give suggestions on how we can do that. Yes. Yes. My mom used to have to cut knots out of our cats with scissors when they would get so bad. I don't know if she's done that with you yet, has she? Has she? Good girl. Oh, yes. Penny does not like brushing like this. You're a very good girl. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Good girl. My beard is like Velcro. Okay, calm down, crazy. Holy, wow. That's intense. You want me to get you in the brusher room? My goodness. Okay, Miss P. Ready for some breakfast? Okay. There we go. Don't pull it out of the bowl this morning. Obviously, it's the next morning. How's our whiteboard doing? Looking fantastic. I actually came out twice last night. 2 more times? At least 1 more time and put another coat on it. So there's either 2 or 3 coats on there. Should be nice and dry this morning. Excellent. I'll have to pick up some sandpaper when I'm in Calgary, maybe at Canadian Tire. I remember when I was building, well, everything else in Lucky, when I spray painted the parts, especially MDF board, not that that's MDF, it's plywood. I sanded it with like 1,000 grit sandpaper, just give it that nice smooth feeling, and it'll be nice to have that piece of white wood nice and smooth. So today's goal is going to be to build our pull-out drawer. So I did all the measurements on paper and I got them to cut what I needed. I still screwed up and I ended up having to get a second sheet of plywood. So we've got this giant piece here that is basically scrap, but it will come in handy for sealing off those boxes that we built yesterday. But everything underneath it, we've got a bottom for the drawer, 2 long sides and 2 short ends. And now I just got to figure out how I'm going to assemble it, because most drawers are either notched with those like teeth if they're real quality, or if they're from like IKEA, they got like the wood dowels that hold the edges in. I'm thinking I'm gonna keep it real simple and just put a piece of like 2x2 on the edge here, like that, and put the drawer there, or the edge, you know what I mean? I'm gonna get all this wood into Lucky, probably get a fire going, and we're gonna build a drawer. I'm gonna stop yapping about it. Good morning, Lucky. Come to life. Very good. Okay, to get this out of the way too. That's a lot of spare plywood, that's for sure. Ta-da! Pull-out drawer. Done. Until the next one, just go out there, be happy, be creative, be yourselves, most importantly, be positive, and remember, only dead fish go with the flow. Ba-na-na-na-na, ba-na-na-na-na. Yeah, I'm just kidding. So, obviously, this is going to be a drawer, and it looks a lot larger than it will end up being, hopefully. So, right, like this is going to be one side. This is already the wrong piece, I think. I'm going to have to do so much measurement. It's all good. But, did I have the wrong piece? Do I need to cut these? Did I screw up again? Oh, my goodness. Well, I think I'm starting to understand why I ended up with another piece of plywood. That's not the right piece. This little strippy here in the middle. That's not 2 feet. Is it 2 feet? If only I had a tape measure. Well, it's definitely 2 feet. What the hell are these? That's 36. That wasn't in my measurements. Is it 10 inches tall or long or whatever? Yes, it is. Well, the second piece of plywood, being a necessity, has been solved. And oh goody goody, now I get to make some cuts. Okay, well, shit happens, but you know what? Maybe sometimes shit happens for a reason. So yeah, these were supposed to only be 24 inches long and they're 36. I don't know if it was a screw up on my part. The guy that was helping me at Silverton Building Supplies, I would hazard a guess it was probably a combination of the two. I probably was very confusing in my instructions, but happy accident, right? So here's the thing. If those had been 24 inches, I mean, it would have worked, but it would have looked weird. So this bottom part of the drawer here, ignore these for a second. This bottom part of the drawer is 24 inches long, right? So I was gonna think, okay, have those ends cut to 24 inches. But if I assemble this drawer like that, we are now adding a full 1 inch because this is 1/2 inch plywood. We're gonna have one on this side, one on that side. That's gonna add a whole inch. So this is now going to be 25 inches long. So if I had done that, this, you know, it would have looked weird and it would have had no place for the edge of the ends to attach to. So happy accident. So I'm going to assemble this part first, and now I am not a carpenter. Do not do what I do. That is my fine print disclaimer. Now you can do whatever the hell you want to do. What I'm going to do, instead of going crazy, is I'm just going to attach these, which were a happy accident from like last week when I had some 2x2s cut to 8 inch when they actually needed to be cut to 9 inch. This is a great learning experience, but they are now going to be what connects these ends to this, and I'll have to figure something else out for the drawer part. But construction adhesive, screws from the other side. Gonna put 3 on this side, 3 on that side. Why am I not doing the full run of this? I don't have that much 2x2s, and these are, I just rather use these and know that they went to the right place. So that's what I'm gonna do. All right, so not as difficult as I thought it would be, but it presented issues that I didn't even think about, but which totally makes sense when you start working with wood that's like 1/2 inch thickness. I was trying to put like this bottom brace on here, and the wood was kind of bending out, so I had to get into Lucky and press it with my knees and then hold it with one hand and drill with the other. But anyways, they're all attached. So there we go, right? They're all working. We got the bottom of the drawer, we got the wall of the drawer. They are got construction adhesive and screws all over the place, holding it together. And I started going through my scrap pile of 2x2s, and check this out. So to get the front drawer, or well, not drawer, but to get, the drawer face on here or whatever, where the handle will be, I was thinking, well, how am I going to attach it? I don't want to just go through this 2x2 because there's a screw there and all this, that, and the other thing, and you can't screw into this way on the ply. I mean, you can. There's literally nothing stopping you from doing that. It is very ill-advised because the ply will just come right apart. Anyway, I got this scrap 2x2 here. This was part of, I don't even know what it was. There's Velcro on here. Rip that off. Put this here. Happy coincidence. It's almost the perfect height. If I do that, and another one over here. These aren't attached, in case you couldn't tell. And then I can attach the front once I cut it. And continuing on with that idea, right? Like here's another scrap. This was that old leg that was underneath my bed. Put this here. And then I can put sections of other plywood. So I'm thinking, I don't know, if I just do that, like posts there, one piece of plywood there, and I could also do it back there. But that's kind of silly because then how am I going to get to the back? But if I go 1, 2, I could even put towers here, 3, and then this area just here would be a nice place to like keep tools and stuff. This is why we can't have nice things. And then these bigger sections, well, obviously we now have storage for more Dixons. But more importantly, to the point, these pieces, I don't want to risk cutting because I have no way of holding stuff down. I don't have my old clamps. I probably recycled them or they went to the dump or something. They were old C clamps. I know I have C clamps somewhere. But I'm starting to feel a little sick, like I'm getting some sort of chest cold. I didn't sleep the best last night. I also have to get the house ready for my parents if they do in fact arrive back at the homestead here while I am in Calgary, and I got to get ready to leave tomorrow. So I think what I'm going to do is I don't think I'm going to do any of those cuts today because holding it and using like holding a board and then circular sawing with your other hand. Everybody just calm down. That is also ill-advised. See if you can end up with a sort of cut. Plus it'll give all of these pieces that I just put in here time to dry with that construction adhesive. And when I'm in Calgary, there's nothing open today where I am. It's Sunday. So I'll be in Calgary. Maybe I'll get a couple clamps to bring back with me to make these cuts easier because I got all of this extra plywood. We can easily make those sections in the drawers. There might even be enough. I don't think there's anything that's 56 inches. Well, maybe this piece here might be 56 inches for the second drawer, right? So anyways, my mind is going a mile a minute, but I think I'm going to put it on pause today. I might get back in there and do some of the electrical setup just to sort of clean that up and mount stuff down, give it a good look-see. But we don't need to film that because I mean, I can make it entertaining by yapping through it all, but I don't want to do that. So yeah, I think that's the plan. We're gonna let this part of the drawer dry, and then when we get back from Calgary from this next trip back there, I'll have clamps, we will have drawer slides, and we will get this new Dixon storage installed. Stop saying Dixon storage. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, I've just been spending the afternoon sort of tidying up, doing laundry. Thanks, Mom. And I think, yeah, I'm done. So we're gonna have to get this. Well, it's not. I was gonna say get it set up, but it kind of already is. I just want to get this piece inside so it can dry in the safety of Lucky for a while. Just slide that on in there. Oh. And I gotta say, I was standing back here not too long ago, just looking at the space. And it's a little hard to see it right now, especially through the camera and with the drawer on top of the frame here. But I'm just looking at how big my bed is going to be all the way to the end of the electrical box there. And I was so excited, like as a taller guy who's kind of been struggling with the bed that I built the first go around, seeing this is super exciting. And I was even sitting in there doing some electrical. I ran into problems where I need certain lug nut sizes, not lug nuts, but lugs for wires. I don't have any, so I've been slowly making a shopping list for myself for when I'm back in Calgary. So when I do get back here, hopefully we can bang stuff out, and hopefully I'm feeling better and not ill. Not that I'm ill, but it's just like, you bother me, chest cold. You bother me. Super cool to see. Like, I've lived in Lucky for over 2 years, and now she's just going to be so different. I'm really excited. Anyway, got a closer up here. Got all of my tools, so way more or less the ones that need to be. So we will block her door, close up her butt, and I guess, we got to put the table over here. Right.
Always good practice to tidy up. Tidy up. Oh.
I had to change my jacket because I forgot to put the ring on the solo stove when I started a fire today. So smoke went everywhere, and that other jacket stinks. So it's in the laundry. Okay, so that's away. We pretty much have a clear shot now. Let's just move this Over there. Ugh. Should be good to go. I didn't almost run over my work light. What are you talking about? Anyway, I'm gonna leave this one here. Gonna go enjoy my evening and then get up nice and early and get back on the road for Calgary. Wasn't I just there? My God. All right, everybody. Thank you very much for watching. I very much appreciate you all being along on this journey with me this time. It's super cool. And I'm having a really good time redesigning my tiny home on wheels. So excited to get back here and get to it. But first, let's go see that pirate princess. So until then, just go out there, be happy, be creative, be yourselves. Most importantly, be positive. And remember, only dead fish go with the flow.